sometimes it just get to the point where I'm just like, look, motherfucker, I'm just done with your ass. I cannot do it. I'm frustrated. Fuck it. It is what it is. And, and I just go about my business.
Don't hold back how you feel. Welcome to the platform for the misunderstood and creatives alike. So roll a joint and pour a shot. You're listening to the Dash It Out podcast, the show that brings your after hours talk to daytime. No wrong opinions and all unfiltered. With your host, Vic Tor.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Dash It Out Show. I'm your host, Vic Tor. Today we have an interesting topic that we will be speaking on, and that is relationships and friendships within the LGBTQ community. Today I'm joined with my co-host, Markeith Stokes, and we're about to just go ahead and get into this. Hey, how you doing, Markeith? How you doing? Hey, are you ready to dash this out with me? How you feeling?
Amazing.
Yay!
Feeling amazing. So today's topic, we're just talking relationships, and I'm pretty sure you can relate. So let's go ahead and just dash this out. Let's go ahead and let our viewers know about the craziness that goes for relationships, particularly in the LGBTQ community.
Yay!
Oh
For the
my
most
God.
part, do you think, or should I say, do you feel like there's always a secret agenda when it comes to relationships?
I think so, yes and no, if I'm not mistaken. But it can be, especially in our Black LGBT community.
What?
In general.
Okay.
And it depends on who you surround yourself by.
That's true.
You gotta learn how to know who to put in your circle and who supports you in your circle, but watch your back when it comes down to that. Some things to yourself, because everybody don't need to know.
Hey, it's ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I completely hear you coming from. And as of recently, I was just sitting here looking at some reports online. The statistics when it comes to a lot of relationships and a lot of breakups is predominantly within the Black community, particularly in the LGBT community when it comes to Black males, Black females. I just feel as though the expectations are set so high. It just, no one's never seeming to grasp the fact that your partner is there because your partner wants to be there, not because your partner is there just for a brief minute of time.
That's correct.
Do you ever get to the point where you feel as though you've just been taken advantage of?
Yes, and sometimes it depends. In my relationship, but it can be rocky. But if you been with somebody for a long time, it's good to always have communication, because if you don't have communication, there's no point in having the relationship.
Correct.
So you got to be aware who you really want to be with and the time that you want to be with the person, because we all our relationship is not perfect,
right?
But it if you could have communication. Everybody has that second thought, but it depends on how you really feel about the person.
Hey, that's true.
So it's always communication.
You may meditate, you may, pray. Relationships are hard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hardships that come with relationships. Relationships are the embodiment of just the union between two people.
No.
Is the accolade of success when it comes to love. So I'm just what do you do to keep it going? Because I know it's for me, sometimes it just get to the point where I'm just look, motherfucker, I'm just done with your ass. I cannot do it. I'm frustrated. Fuck it. It is what it is. And, and I just go about my business.
Fine. You want me gone?
So what do you do particularly to cope with, the hardships that you're experiencing?
Personally, I pray a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Prayer is good.
Yo, it's time to get your praise on.
Also, if you have a best friend or close friends that you could talk to, they help you get through it, through the hardships. That's a second thing to do that you can really trust. Now,
excuse me.
That's the second, and music to make you happy. Um, and I always like to keep myself busy, because if you don't keep yourself busy or doing something, your mind just gonna be stuck in that one particular mood. So just keep yourself busy, and that's one thing to keep your mind from going crazy. Just keep yourself busy, and that's how I get through things.
That's good. That's great. I love that. It's always the best to have an outlet, especially when something is worth fighting for. I've been doing some research, and I was hella astonished by what I've been seeing. So apparently,
Hmm.
it's with the statistics that's been shown. There's been divorces every 100 hours.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Every
Oh my!
100 hours, there's been divorce been happening in the U.S., which is crazy. I'm just like in the beginning stages, love
And
is
sometimes,
prominent and it's great, but it's just like
Why?
why it just things just do not last long as it should, and it just kind of like things just don't last as long as they have. Every 100 hours, there's someone being divorced, there's some relationship breaking down, and just cannot be like, look, I know we said our vows, but guess what? Look, promises are meant to be broken. I'm not doing this shit no more. I gotta go.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And like every first marriage, every 42 of the first marriage is ends in a divorce. Every 60% of every second marriage just ends in a divorce. And
Mhm.
73% of every third marriage is in a divorce. And it's just really crazy. And it's mainly between the ages of 28 and 30.
Fine. You want me gone? Fine. You want me gone?
Even if you're not married, it's just the level of commitment. Find a significant other and want to be married, and what it is that you want particularly.
Um.
What it
Well,
is that you want
I'm
particularly out of
not
a
trying to get
relationship.
married right now. You want to marry someone? Just make sure that you get yourself together first, because you got to love yourself first before you want to marry someone. That's for one. Because if you
Yeah,
can't love yourself, you cannot love nobody else, and that's fact. And I think take social media too seriously, because the more you look on social media, the more you're gonna think things, and I think that's could be one particular reason of why marriage is not working out, because they think social media is actually the full relationship, and it's not. And I would say the internet can be really dangerous when it comes down to relationships. So I'm saying don't take Instagram seriously, because if you do, that's gonna kind of sabotage your relationship. And I think that's could be the key thing of keeping a marriage. Don't that's
yeah.
one thing. I think just social media is the downfall in relationships, and I think that's the reason why.
Can't do that.
Wow. That's probable. That's highly probable.
Stop it. Just stop. Stop.
Yeah, it's just astonishing to me this what's been happening in the community alone. I'm just trying to shed some light on it.
Hmm.
It's not all it's not all easy. It's not all easy and said and done like most make it seem. Like sometimes you may post a good pics, you may shout out your relationship status and like what's going on and what's happening, but
Hmm.
for the most part, there's always something that's hindering the relationship in the long run, if that makes sense. Lesbian community tend to have a little bit more issues when it comes to the divorce rate than it comes to with males.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Hmm.
But for the most part, no, seriously. So what would you do if your partner seriously like, I love you and I'm doing this for you, and the next thing you know, you find out he's cheating on you, or he's deliberately sabotaging your relationship because he wants something more? In what way or form or fashion would you enact your retribution? Because I honestly feel as though that nothing should be left unsaid or done.
Hmm.
Truthfully, I can't do that personally. It's just gonna make me feel like a little bitch.
Your will is my command.
So I'm gonna have to get my form of revenge. Seriously, I'm gonna have to get my revenge regardless.
Once I find you, I'll kill you. Then, your army too.
What would you need to do?
Oh God, I'm saying like but I'm trying to say this the professional way. um, okay.
It's okay. Look, dash it out. We're gonna dash it out. Show. Look, all unfiltered. Say what you need to say.
To be honest with you, it can get physical.
Yeah,
but I choose not to
you would
go
try not to
that
get to
route.
that level, right?
Yeah, but
But if
like,
they have to, I mean, it's not about a level of hate. It's more like a level of passion. It's I work too hard to show you how much I care for you and how much I like my concern for you. I don't want this to end, and I'm willing to fight for it, even though you're willing not to do the same.
to be honest with you, more of the white couples like be kiki
Okay.
kaka kaka, but like when it comes down to the black like gay community and lesbian community, it could be hard because we mostly get picked on for holding hands walking down the street.
So you
People
think that
don't.
we have more coming against us because the stigma of a black and white couple relationship?
I
I mean,
think yeah.
I'm not bashing your statement. In a sense, I can relate,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I can't rebuttal it. I think that's highly probable in some cases. And 9 times out of 10, that's kind of like one of the reasons why a lot of Black LGBTQ community relationships do not tend to last as long as it have because and we've been boxed in for the longest. We've been boxed in because of our race. And we boxed in because of our relationship status. We boxed in because of this, our sexual orientation, and the trials and tribulations that we have to face and endure.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have someone, but for the most part, I feel as though being self-reliant is number one key.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, um, yeah, I mean, you just gotta go with the flow. You just really just gotta go with the flow, and you just gotta do what's best for you. What you smoking on?
Oh, I don't smoke nothing.
You can't do that.
No,
Smoking
no.
on chocolate. What you doing? It's
I'm
okay. You're
not
going to
smoking.
Dash It Out show.
Woohoo!
I
Come
don't
on,
smoke.
there's no pressure. There's no peer pressure on this show. There's no
Oh
peer
my God, no. Like on occasion, but
pressure.
oh my God.
Nah, seriously, like this is Dash It Out show. So just be you and just like be free.
Man ain't willing to die for freedom. He's just taking up space.
Really go
Right.
ahead and end this on this note. I truly do appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Anytime.
for enlightening the audience and everyone about the hardships and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with just being with the LGBTQ community. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you sharing your input, and by all
Yes.
means, we give a shout out.
Yeah, I give a shout out to everybody that's listening.
Everyone who's listening.
Yes.
You're gonna be a little bit more specific than that.
Oh yes, and I like to also give a shout out to my work team that I'm working with, where I work at. I want to give a shout out to them, and I want to give a shout out to the people that's like striving to survive in any shape or form. And then I give a shout out to everybody that's doing that.
All right, that's good. That is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this go because I've been sitting here down in this Chardonnay as we've been speaking, and I'm feeling hella bent, but it's okay because this is just a Dash It Out show.
Oh, yeah.
Another episode, another day, another time. We're gonna do this again.
Thank you for being a part of this show.
All right,
Yes.
Markeith Stokes, it's a pleasure having you on the show. Have a
Woo!
great one and stay in touch.
I will.
All right, much love. Don't forget
All
to
right.
dash it out. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it,
Like, do it, do it,
doing it.
do it,
Like,
do it, do it,
do
do
it,
it,
do
do
it,
it,
do
do
it.
it, do it, do it, do it.
Did you love the content? I'm pretty sure you did. If you did, just go ahead and subscribe now on vic-tour.com/dashitout. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to my co-host Keefe Stokes for being here, and for everyone, my Dash It Outs, my Dash Tours. Look out for new music and episodes coming soon, so stay tuned and be sure to send a like, a love, and everything in between. See you next time on the Dash It Out show. I'm your co-host. Well, technically, you're my host, and I'm your co-host. Look, fuck it. I'm your host, Big Dash Tour. This is the Dash It Out show. Don't worry about how you feel, but dash it out. Till next time, deuces.